So, news just came out this morning that the Timberwolves just traded for Rudy Gobert. They now currently have 2 centers on the roster, 2 all-star centers. So, yeah. Now, as you can see on the screen, this is the trade that is happening in real life, except a one more first-round pick, I believe. So we've got Patrick Beverley, Jared Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley with unprotected picks going over to the Utah Jazz for Rudy Gobert. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of speculation that Rudy Gobert was going to get traded. It was either going to be him or his counterpart, Donovan Mitchell. So, it has obviously been Rudy Gobert as of today. He is coming to the Minnesota Timberwolves to pair in the front court with Cat. So, in this video, we're going to be putting Cat at the power forward. Honestly, he's one of the best shooter big men of all time, so he could probably play the 4. Is he a little bit too slow? Maybe, but in the world of 2K, it doesn't matter. 2K loves big men. They love their big men. And we're going to be simming the next season just with this team. We'll obviously sign some role players in free agency to fill out the team. And then after the first season, to see how we go, we will start to make some more trades. But I do like this for the Timberwolves. I think this is a big power move, because Cat isn't really known for his defense. He's a very offensive-minded player, which is fine. Rudy Gobert definitely isn't, but he brings a big defensive help to the team. So I do like this move for Minnesota. And obviously, the Jazz wanted to change it up. Wasn't working. They kept getting demolished in the playoffs, and they've gone to go this route. They get a handful of unprotected first round picks. So if this Minnesota team doesn't work out, they've got a great draft capital, and they get a nice young player in Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, and Patrick Beverley. You know, it is what it is. This is our team here. I just found it funny that Patrick Beverley was doing the Kobe in the play-in game when they won and tore off his jersey, threw it into the crowd, and then they traded him in the offseason. But this is the team, so we put Cat at the 4, Rudy Gobert starting at the 5. Obviously, we definitely don't want him at the 4. Anthony Edwards is a complete stud, and he is on his last year of his deal, so we will have to extend him from his rookie contract. And we've got D'Lo. He's only in 1 a year. Do we want to extend him? We'll see. You know, he's average. I wish he did stay in Los Angeles, because he was getting some, or even in Brooklyn. Obviously, that big Kevin Durant trade, he was part of that. Anyway, it looks like KD's not even going to be there at the end of this offseason. So, realistically, he could still be in Brooklyn. But we're just going to sign a few more role players to fill out this team, get some backup minutes, and we'll just simulate the season. So I'll see you at the start. So starting off year 1, this is our team. We've got D'Lo running the 1. Hopefully he's icy enough to lead us to the playoffs. Jalen Noel is starting at our 2. Not the best thing that we have going on here, but it is what it is. Anthony Edwards obviously at our 3, Karl Anthony Towns at our 4 now, and Rudy Gobert at our 5. I think our starting lineup besides our 2 is solid. I'd obviously like an upgrade for what we're paying D'Lo at the 1, so I think we're just going to let him walk in free agency, unless he asks for a reasonable amount in free agency. But other than that, this is our bench. Below average. Sorry, I should say. We signed KCP and Tashawn Prince to come in as kind of veterans, and KCP is always can fit into any team, I believe. Anyway, Jaden McDaniels is starting as our 6th man, so he will win 6th man of the year. And I believe that's all we're really going to do. We might actually go and fire our coach, because his defense is only a C, and we've got one of the best defensive players in the league. Overpaid, maybe, but he is one of the best defenders in the league. You can't really argue against it. So we've hired Stephen Dawkins as our head coach, and we're just going to leave the rest of the front office the same. I think it's all right. You know, They were a playing team last season, so we can't expect too much, but now we've got a huge defensive presence in the front court. I think we should definitely have a top 6 seed. I would be a bit disappointed if we don't, but let's see how this season goes, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Now, it's not a 2K rebuild video if Luka Doncic isn't winning your MVP, putting up a ridiculous stat line. And here he is once again, Luka Doncic. Chet Holmgren is your Rookie of the Year. Yada, yada, yada. We don't really, honestly, care. We go 48 and 34. Not terrible. Better than they did last season. So it is a plus. Chet is already all NBA first team. Okay, 2K. That's fine. And we end up being the 3rd seed. So, solid. We're 100% in the playoffs. We don't have to play a play-in game. So, I think that's always a plus. Looking at our player stats for the season, Anthony Edwards leads us in scoring with 22. Very solid year from him. 53% from the field. Can't complain about that. Cat puts up 22, 9, and 5. Very good. 54% from the field and 43% from 3. He can, if he gets his free throw up, he can be 50, 40, 90. D'Lo puts up 16 and 7 for us. Solid year, a very down year for him. Obviously, maybe a little bit less minutes this season. Yeah, about 4 less minutes, but it was a big loss in points, but that's fine. I'll definitely have a look at re-signing him for a lot cheaper. But we'll have to see what he's expecting in free agency. Now, Jalen Noel absolutely had a breakout season. Puts up 15 and is only on a 1-year contract. Does he have an extension? I don't think he's going to. He doesn't. Okay, he had a really good season. Shooting 47%, 15 and 4. You know, that's a big jump. Yeah. I think he definitely should have won Most Improved Player. Anyway, Jalen McDaniels puts up about 11 and 4 off the bench. Rudy Gobert, our most recent asset, puts up 9 and 14 with 2.5 blocks a game, shooting 60%. Honestly, exactly what he would do probably this next season coming up with the Wolves. KCP puts up 9 off our bench. Tyshawn Prince puts up about 8, and Naz Reid puts out about 7 and 4 rebounds per game. Okay, so in the first round of the NBA playoffs, we have the Denver Nuggets, a 6th-seeded Denver Nuggets. Questionable, but honestly, I think they're probably about a 6th seed. Could put them a bit higher, maybe 5, but I don't see the Nuggets being any higher than that. But then again, this is why I love the game of basketball. You can never tell, really. Some teams can just click one season, have a 60-win season like the Hawks did back in 2015 or 24, one of those 20s. I don't know. Anyway, simulating game 1, we lose. Okay. I think I might already adjust the rotation. I think that's what we're going to go with. 9, we're going to an 8-man rotation. I want our big boys playing a lot. Anthony Edwards is only getting 36 minutes a game. I'm not very happy about that. He definitely needs to get a lot. Jalen Noel dropped to the bench, and Jalen Williams is on our team. Okay, we did draft him, and he's instantly coming as a starter. Okay, I had him in the G League because we're technically not meant to have him on the team. I just didn't want to put everybody in each team because on old gen or current gen, you can't upload a scenario, which is very frustrating. So is it cheating? Probably, but we're just going to go with it. It is what it is. Okay, game 2. Can we please tie it up? And we can. By a good amount. Cat has an absolutely amazing game. 37 and 14 for him. Game 2. Wow, I could not speak, but Cat puts up 44 and 18 on very efficient shooting. 7 threes. If he can do this all playoffs, I don't think anyone's going to stop us. As Jokic puts up a triple-double, as you would expect him to do. Can we win in 5? And I accidentally pressed sim, and we win in 7. I'm so bad at this. I do this every video. Every video. I accidentally press sim, or I don't stop it in time. But look, we win in 7. Jokic have a triple-double. Anthony Edwards puts up 33. Shoots very efficiently. Joe Noel. Okay. Okay, so Jalen Williams is, what is he putting up in the playoffs? 16 and 6. So he's obviously a created player from someone's draft class. So he's going to be a little bit overpowered. But we have the 7th seeded Mavericks with your MVP Luka. They're starting Grayson Allen, so that's a bright spot for us. We're going to be attacking the hell out of that. And other than that, it's just Luka. 99 overall. But honestly, in most cases, that's enough to beat any team. But we do take game 1 by under 20 points. But it is Luka drops 65. Luka dropped 65 and nearly had a triple-double. Oh my god. He missed 10 shots. He had 10 threes. Bro, he has 0. I'm going to go past that one. We do win game 2. Cat drops 47 and Luka has 45. We cannot afford them to get on any type of streak, which they don't. Luka has a 50-point triple-double. Okay. D'Lo has a really great game and drops 32 and 13. He's asking for that contract. Can we pull off the sweep? And we do. Okay, Luka drops 50, 53 again. Wow. Honestly, I think if he had one more star on this team, we would not win a game. Him putting up 50 and then like a second star putting up 20 or 30, I don't think we could win, honestly. Cat has an amazing game. Rudy Gobert puts up 20-20. He has a 20-20 game with 4 blocks. Wow. That's great. But we did win by good margins every game in that series, and we get the absolutely overpowered New Orleans Pelicans with CJ McCollum at an 86 overall. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is he an 86 overall? Maybe he's the same overall as Brandon Ingram. I don't think that's right. And Zion has not played a game in real life, but he is a 94 overall. So that is a bit scary. But we have made it to the conference finals. Timberwolves playoff basketball. I can't complain. Even if we are about to get swept. But we win game 1. I always underestimate my team. And they come back and say, screw you. We're winning this thing. And Cat has a 21-point game. D'Lo, the big 3 really help out. See, this is why this trade's a bit. I found it quite interesting because you're bringing Rudy Gobert in, and you're not getting any offensive help at all. But in this Wolves team, a little bit more development, and they don't really need more because they got Cat and Anthony Edwards and D'Lo at the moment. I don't know what they're going to do with D'Lo. He's making 31 mil. They might just do what we're doing, let his contract run out, re-sign him for a smaller amount. But look, and we lose game 2. Brandon drops 29. But look, they're bringing him in. They're getting a huge defensive help. So in a simulation like this, it's a little bit harder to see if it does help the team at all, but obviously it is because we just won game 3 in the Eastern Conference, in the conference finals, Western Conference finals. Oh my god, we're up 2-1. I am surprised and very happy at the moment, but they do tie it up. Okay, and they blow us out. Okay, wow, 2-2. Can we go up 3-2? We cannot. Look, I was expecting a sweep. I'm going to be completely honest. And we do lose. Look, we won 2 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. None of these guys have made it that far. Anyway, our main guys anyway. And I think that's a great experience going to year 2. We're going to make some trades. We're going to see what we're going to do with D'Lo. And your NBA champions are the absolutely overpowered Pelicans. But look, Zion does not need to play a game of basketball, and he will still average 34. It is what it is. Alright, I'm going to go through free agency. I'll see what we do, and I'll update you guys with our team, and I'll see you in a sec. So, after free agency, we did bring back our point guard in D'Lo. But I think we're going to do a sign and trade now. Sacramento Kings are obviously in a rebuild again mode. So I think we're going to take a stab at De'Aaron Fox. I don't really know what the Kings are doing, realistically. But look, he is getting a little bit older now. He's 25. He had a really, really great season. So would they trade De'Aaron Fox? You don't really know. They traded Halliburton, and he was one of the guys that wanted to be in Sacramento. No one really, like, you hear players all the time going to the draft, they don't want to be drafted by Sacramento, and he was one of the players that said he did. So we're going to attempt this trade. I do have override off. I'm going to turn that off. So I have turned trade override off, and he is very valuable to them, which is fair enough. But I do have quite a few picks, and it only takes one first round pick. Okay. Welcome to the team, De'Aaron Fox. I think he's going to fit in nicely. Not the best defender, but he is very quick. A good offensive talent. We've got Jalen Williams now in our 2 position. And I think it's a good trade for us. Was it a good trade for the Kings? Probably not. They do get a first round pick out of us. Maybe definitely a few more first round picks in real life. I probably should have added a few more just to make it a little bit more realistic. But we now added another 87 overall to the team. Our bench, we've got two centers coming off the bench. So we're going to change that. I do like Nerlens Noel in Sim though. So Naz Reid is also a good part of this team. We're going to have a quick look. I'm going to do some trades, fill out this bench a little bit, and we're going to make a run at the NBA Championship. So we are now trading for Lou Dort and Mike Muscala. Obviously, Muscala's not going to be in the rotation, but I do like Lou Dort. He is a good defender and a great shooter to come off our bench. He is only on a 1-year deal, though, so that is the only problem, and he signed with the Charlotte Hornets. So we are sending over Bolmaro and Josh Okogie with Jordan McLaughlin as well. So they get a little bit younger there. They're all on 1-year contracts. So realistically, if this trade were to go off, we'd probably need some of these young guys on longer contracts. But they definitely probably have team options on them. I'm not going to have a look. But we're going to go through with that trade and have Lou Dort come off our bench. I think it's a great addition. And I do kind of want Nerlens Noel. I might change him to look, Naz Reid does shoot 3, so I might even trade him to a power forward. Change him to a power forward. So we'll do that, round out our bench off a little bit. I don't think we want to do anything. It doesn't go up, down anyway. I don't think we're going to do too much else. I'm going to change it back to a 9-man rotation, so Nerlens Noel does play. And then we've also got our vets down the line to help in the locker room. So I think this bench is solid enough. I don't want to do anything too unrealistic. I think we're just going to, like, we've already traded for De'Aaron Fox, so that is slightly unrealistic. But I think we're going to go with this season. I think we do have, honestly, a shot at going for the title. If not, the conference finals again. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of year 2, Trae Young is your MVP, putting up a ridiculous stat line, kind of looking like Luka, but he snags it from Luka, which I'm very happy about. I do like Luka, but he gets way too many MVP awards in simulations. Now we have an amazing season. We go 64-18, so that addition of De'Aaron Fox to our starting lineup really did help, obviously. I think we've got a really good title shot this season. And these are the rest of your awards. We do not have the best record in the league, though. The Celtics look like they do. Your Chet is first team again already. What type of numbers is... Yeah, okay, DK, whatever you want to do. Second team, we do not have anybody. And we do not have anybody either. Do we have... No, no defensive teams either. That's fine. Okay, we are obviously the first seed, and we get Memphis in round 1 with a very solid team. So this is an 8th seeded Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, okay. We'll look at our player stats before we jump into simulating. Anthony Edwards does lead us in scoring once again with 25 this season, putting it up a little bit, shooting very efficiently. De'Aaron Fox also puts up 22 and 8 assists. Very nice. Cat puts up another 22-point season with 8 and 5. And Jalen Williams bumps up to 13 and 6 assists. Jalen McDaniels off the bench with 13 as well. Lou Dort puts up about just under 11. Shoots 51% and 38 from 3. So, solid. Not terrible. Nazari puts up 9 and 4.5. And Rudy Gobert puts up 8, 12. And goes down on the blocks by a whole block. Okay. Oh, that's not a good look. But Nerlens Noel also has a block a game. So, I guess that kind of makes up for it. Not really, but it is what it is. Anyway, Series 1, we do win game 1. De'Aaron Fox has a huge game, so does Cat. De'Aaron puts up 44. Very nice to see. I think we've built a very nice team here. Anthony Edwards has his turn. I think with these 3 guys, anyone can really have a go. You know, like it's you have a 30-point game, you have a 40-point game, you have a 30-point. Okay, we lose a game. Ja is gonna have a good game. You can, yeah. You can kind of count on that. But can we win in 5? I would really like that, and we do. Okay. And Anthony Edwards has a 27-point game. Very nice. Let's simulate into the next round. We get Denver again. We did match up against them last season's playoff, and they looking pretty similar to what they did. So I don't have any doubts that we can't beat them. They're a higher seed, but they do win game 1. Okay, Jamal Murray. I was contemplating trading for Jamal, but as Cat has a 40-point game, but I didn't see any reasoning why the Nuggets would trade Jamal away, especially now that the 4th seed. Game 3 we do take. Very, very nice. And who is this? Nashon Highland. Okay, no, he's a real... Okay. He's been in the league for a few years. Wow. Okay. I hadn't heard of him before. And we do win game 4. As De'Aaron Fox puts up 30. Everybody had a hand in that. Holy. Very nice from the squad. And can we win in 5 again? We cannot. Okay. We do not want this to go 7, please. Are we shortening the rotation? That would put Nerlens Noel out, so he is having his cold. Okay, you know what? We're going to shorten the rotation. If he's not having a good series, that's fine. But we need everybody else that is playing. Can we win, please? And we cannot. We go to a game 7. We get absolutely blown out. Oh, okay. Lou Dort goes 0 from 8. Jaden McDaniels goes 4 for 11. 6 for 20 from D Fox. Oh, okay. Simulate with Simcast. I don't want to lose in round 2. And we got a huge lead. Okay, we're going to win. We're going to win in 7. Anthony Edwards puts up 32. Jokic couldn't do anything in that first game. Now we have the 6th-seeded Warriors, so they're trying to make a championship comeback. And looks like they don't have Clay anymore. They do, he's just down to an 80. Okay, so they're coming off the bench. And Draymond is all the way down to a 78. And Gary Payton looks like he's not even in the rotation unless they're playing a... Oh, no, he probably would be. Yeah, no, he definitely would be. Curry's still a 98, obviously. And Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga, my favorite nickname of all time, is in the starting lineup now with James Wiseman. So they're looking like a younger, solid squad, but I think we've got a better squad. Cat puts up a triple-double, 36 points. Yeah, please do that again. And he He almost does. Wow. Okay. De'Aaron Fox has a good game as well. Game 3. Can we please win? We cannot. Okay. Jonathan Mingo has a good game. So does De'Aaron Fox. I'm starting to mumble my words. And we go up 3-1. That's exactly what we want. Cat has a 32-point victory. Can we win in 5? And we do. So we are in the NBA Finals. Finally. Yep. And can we please play the Detroit Pistons? Cade's up to a 93, so that's a bit scary. But other than that, I would much rather that than the Brooklyn Nets. Actually, no, I'd much rather. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, we do get the Brooklyn Nets. They win in Game 7. They come back. Okay, so Kyrie, Cam Thomas, Bogdanovic, KD, Nick Claxton, Ben Simmons. So they're looking kind of similar, kind of not. Game 1, look, I think we can beat these guys, as we do win Game 1. Holy, we put up 153. Anthony Edwards nearly has a 50 point. Like he said to Curry that one game, I'm feeling like I'm going 50. I'm feeling it. And then Curry absolutely dropped him off. I'm certain that was what happened. As we do win Game 2 by 3 points. Okay, if Katie's only putting up 23, I'm quite comfortable. And we go up 3-0. Okay, Katie's putting up 18. Man, Katie in this game is so bad. He's been so bad in every 2K. I don't know why, but he's just terrible. And it's unfortunate. It really is. And we sweep the Nets. And Karl Anthony Towns is your Finals MVP. Puts up 19, 10, and 7. He had a good amount of assists, really. Not the best stat line I've seen in 2K. But look, we are the NBA champions. Not much else to be said. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This off-season has already been crazy, and I think it's only been 24 hours or something like that. So obviously, the Wolves really made a good move in getting Rudy Gobert. As we saw in this video, they ended up winning a championship, obviously by the help of De'Aaron Fox, which probably won't happen, but who knows. De'Aaron Fox might get moved from Sacramento one day. Most likely that front office, I don't know what they're doing. But other than that, guys, I had some fun in this rebuild. We won in year 3, I believe. I don't know if I'm counting correctly, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching it. I love seeing the interaction on YouTube. I've only just started and it's really fun. I love doing it. I always come home from work and go like, I'm gonna make a YouTube video. So leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you've got any ideas or any videos you would like to see. And look, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.